Hur får man bort linsskyddet där?
Fan jävla fitta, jag orkar inte! When another huge marlin attacked it.
He's in deep shit. I got it! First marlin! Yeah! Jävlar! Woo! I fished marlin a few times before I came to Ascension Island. Or shall I say, I've been staring at those lures a few times before. Never caught a marlin. And this time was a bit different. I knew that Ascension Island is one of the best places in the world to catch a big one. So I knew it will take days before we even see one. But when we do, it might be that really big fish that we are looking for. That was our goal for this trip. Right, so we have just hooked up. It's probably a Dorado, we don't really know. It just took the lure. Didn't even saw the splash. But I don't think it's a marlin. Well, probably a tuna. Let's see. It's a fucking marlin! It's a marlin! Ah! No way! It's a spearfish! It's a spearfish! Spearfish! Awesome! Holy wow! I just caught my first. Yeah, what the fuck is it? It's a spearfish? Yeah. It's a Northfield spearfish. A spearfish? The spearfish is really rare to catch. It's swimming around on deep waters, and I think I just got really lucky today. Awesome.
My name is Brian Toney, and I've been marlin fishing for about 25 years now. I'm here at Ascension Island chasing giant blue marlin. This is one of the few spots on the planet where you can actually target them on a regular basis. I'm from Kona, Hawaii, where we do the same thing, but in the Atlantic. Ascension is one of the best places in the world, if not the best, to target a giant blue marlin.
Small island in the middle of nowhere, and it has just under 1,000 citizens on Ascension. Before I got here, I didn't know much about the island and even less about marlin fishing. I've seen some videos and photos, but that's it. I have no idea what to expect about this fish. Will I even be able to fight one? Or will I go into the water as a glove?
I don't want to be critical, but I guess I have some small advantage over Matilda. I mean, she's a small person compared to me. I've been working out for a whole year before this trip. So I guess I have the physical advantage over her. But I mean, if she's just mentally strong enough, I think she can do it.
Matilda is a pretty small girl, but she should be able to get a fish in anyways. It's not that. The problem, or the thing, about Ascension Island is that the average blue marlin is not that small around here. You know, a 500 to 800 pound fish isn't that rare. So, as long as the fish is behaving nicely and stays close to the surface, she should be fine. But if the fish dives though, she's in deep shit.
Så.
Just got hooked up with a marlin and it's jumping and it's crazy. Stop! It's fun. Try to get that. Try to get that.
Yeah! Oh, där, okej. Only 400 meters left. Looks good. Close to the surface during the whole fight. We were backing down hard. Everything was good. But the problem the last couple of minutes was that the angle of the line went straight down, so the fish dove. As long as the fish is behaving nicely and stays close to the surface, she should be fine. But if the fish dives though, she's in deep shit. And this might be a problem. So we're trying to figure out what to do next. We're waiting it out a little bit, and Matilda is cranking her arm out. So looks pretty good, but we'll see what happens.
Tungt?
Ja.
Bra! Nu ska det vara också! Här ska vi marlin!
It's still fun.
Fan kände det där då?
Gira.
Ja, det är vette fan alltså. Jag kan ha riket. Nej, den är borta.
We just lost the marlin. And we had hadn't that much left. It happened. Fucking shit happened. But it was fun.
Make sure that you cooked it even though you cooked it.
You lose 50%. And all the hours at 50.
Hope so.
If you're gonna fish for blue marlin around Ascension Island, you gotta have patience. It's not like you can go out there, fish for 1 hour, and then expect to catch a fish. It simply doesn't work like that. It can take days before you even get your first bites. And talking about bites, even if you do get a bite, the chance of getting that fish is less than 50%. You pull the hook on most of them, and that can be very, very frustrating. The way the marlin takes the bait differs a lot from time to time. Sometimes they completely crash bite that lure. I mean, they just smash it. And sometimes they just, you know, cruise around the lure, knocking out the rig, swims over to the next lure, knocking out that rig too, goes over to the first one, then over to the third one, and, you know, goes back and forth all the time. And that can be very, very frustrating, I'll tell you. Yep. The problem is that when the fish does this, it usually loses its interest after a while. I mean, you can get lucky and bill wrap the fish, but when they're in this kind of behavior, as I said, it usually ends up with the fish losing its interest. After taking those baits so many times, I can't really blame it, because lures don't taste that fishy. You know, I'm very much into marlin fishing, but am I a patience guy? Nah, not really. I usually fall asleep and wake up to Captain Morten screaming, "Hey!" and the sound of his screaming Tiagra.
Hooked up on a Blue Marlin. We are at the Ascension Island. I've been here for 3 weeks now. I lost one marlin before. Now I have my second chance. Hopefully I can land my first marlin. We'll see.
I guess we'll see about that one, yeah.
Closer and closer. Whew. I'm a bit scared. pretty intense in the beginning. The marlin was jumping from one side of the boat and then took a really U-turn around the boat. It was almost in front of the boat.
It was coming straight towards us.
Yeah.
I was hiding behind you. I was like, shit.
Less than 15 meters behind.
Yeah.
Captain Leader?
Yes!
Captain Leader! Jävlar vad fina ni är då. Yeah! Fuck what nice! This is awesome! I got it! First Marlin!
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you! Wow, how many days, weeks have we tried to catch that Marlin? I know.
More than enough.
Yeah.
We haven't lost.
We've lost many, we've seen even more.
Yeah.
Finally we caught it. My first blue.
All of a sudden, one of our reels started to scream. It was my turn to try the luck again. I put the belt on meanwhile. Hannes and Johan did their very best to clean up the area. Johan was taking in the lure on one of our rods when another huge marlin attacked it and got hooked. Everything after this moment was chaos.
Hur får man bort linsskyddet då?
Sidan. Andra.
Där.
We just hooked up with a double marlin. Matilda is fighting her first fish. This is my second marlin. This is some crazy shit. This is really crazy shit. Oh shit! Matilda är över mig. Veva!
Gå in över, Johan, gå in. Ja! Ja!
Yes! Wow! Let's go, buddy. Second marlin. Now Matilda is still fighting. Helt sjukt alltså.
Some crazy fishing. We got 2 runs at the same time. Johan was fighting his fish, and we both been running around the boat with the rods. And I got help from Hannes because this is heavy stuff. And teamwork is totally the best thing.
Worst to say is also that we caught the first fish. And now we're fighting the second one.
Det är inget jag kan göra.
Nej, det är om du ska pumpa på tröskan.
Du klarar att svajva den här nå, Matilda, på lavgiv.
Upp, gick den eller? Nej då. Nej, det är lugnt på den. Det är lugnt.
This is the most critical part for me. I lost 2 fishes with this much line left to go before, My heart is beating pretty fast right now.
Tell me about it.
Like the fourth fish that I've been fighting here. The fourth marlin. That we've been fighting.
Show me the perch muscles!
It's wonderful! And I will change my mind if I don't land this fish.
What mind?
Nej!
Yeah! Fan jävla fitta, jag orkar inte! Helvete!
Där var det. At least we're not going home tomorrow.
We lost it. Surprisingly.
Ja, fan vilken mening. I'll be wrapped.
My third marlin after a fight who just got lost. We had the leader very, very close now. Today's workout. I felt empty. As Captain Morten used to tell me, Matilda, you're simply not the lucky one. And I guess he's right. I was so warm after this fight that I took my shirt off, and before anyone had their time to catch their breath, we were hooked up again. What we're doing now is that we put the drag down and we're gonna try to wait for the fish, and then we're gonna back as fast as we can, see if we can get any more line than the few meters this man is taking in.
This is definitely friends with benefits. This is the definition of that shit.
And we're back on the critical moment when there isn't too much to go. I have lost 3 fishes like this before.
Är det där? Ja, kom.
Och han går över pandan.
Kom, backa.
Ja. Veva. Nim bromsstyrkan lite, Matilda. Matilda!
Yeah!
Remember?
We're ready!
Okay, it's going. 1, 2, 3.
Give me fucking 5 minutes.
Okay, now it feels wonderful again, but... And it was about 750 pounds. It's the biggest fish that I ever caught. I'm so tired. All those hours of waiting, and I've been so angry many times because I've lost 3 fishes just when we were about to see the leader almost.
Good work.
You should be grateful for that.
For what?
For being tougher than you look.
See this?
Kiss it, kiss it.
The hardest part about marlin fishing for a lot of people is the waiting part. In some spots, you have to wait hours, days, even sometimes weeks, and it gets mentally frustrating. But in the end, when you catch that nice big fish, it's all worth it in the end. All that waiting just simply disappears.
If you want to catch a grander blue marlin, which is a marlin that is 1,000 pound plus, Ascension Island is the ship. We were pretty close the other day.
After some days of very slow fishing, Captain Morten spotted a bigger fish. I was ready with a belt. This was my next fish. You didn't need more than a few seconds to realize that this fish was so crazy that I wouldn't be able to fight it myself, since it has taken over 700 meters of line in the first run. So I handed over the rod to Johan and Hannes, and the fight began.
When I saw that fish took our short left and went bananas behind the boat, I realized that this might be the fish.
It was an intense fight, but everything went smooth and kind of perfect. Before I even got the camera up, the fight was over, and we had the fish next to the boat. The boys did a really great job together with the captain. And I can tell you guys, this fish was huge.
Den är stor! That's a big beautiful fish! Den är stor!
Jävlar! Dra framåt borta!
To release it. We decided to call it a 950 plus and to see that marlin swim back to the ocean again. That was incredible beautiful.
The thing is, why we couldn't call it the grander was that if you want to call it a grinder, you have to kill the fish, drive it into shore, and weigh it. And we didn't want to kill the fish.
Here you can see the track of the Marlin. We're backing down 1.7 miles in about 15 minutes. That's a long way. Never had a fish ever doing that.
Johan had taken the leader on loads of big halibuts up in North Norway, since he works as a full-time guide over there. And I asked him to take it to a whole new level. I asked him to wire my fish.
Matilda!
Wow! I told you that I wanted to try to fight the fish by myself without the help from Hannes this time. And I made it! And I have no idea how big it was, but it was so beautiful and I don't give a shit about it. And I just want to say thank you all guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time.
After this incredible adventure on Ascension Island, I doubt I will never experience marlin fishing like this again. I mean, we caught 8 marlins, we raced even more, and we did the impossible thing to do. We caught a 950+ pounder marlin from a sailboat. That's pretty cool.